The Cleveland Cavaliers finished the 2024 season with a record of 64-18, finishing first in the Central Division. They also finished first overall in the Eastern Conference. After overwhelming and sweeping the Miami Heat in the first round, the Cavaliers were upset by the Indiana Pacers 4-1 in the second round of the playoffs. The Cavaliers finished first in the NBA in scoring and also finished second in the league in field goal percentage. Additionally, they finished second in the NBA in three-pointers made per game and in three-point percentage. However, all that three-point shooting meant that the team finished in the middle of the pack when it came to both free throws attempted and made per game. The Cavaliers also finished 6th in rebounding and 9th in assists. They also took care of the ball, committing the third fewest amount of turnovers in the NBA. On the defensive side of the ball, the Cavaliers finished third in defensive field goal percentage. Surprisingly, they finished only 22nd in offensive rebounds allowed per game. Guard Donovan Mitchell finished in the league's top 25 in scoring at 24 points per game. Mitchell also made the All-Star team for the 6th time and made the All-NBA first team for the first time. Guard Darius Garland made the All-Star team for the 2nd time. And power forward Evan Mobley made the All-Star team for the first time, made the All-Defensive first team for the 2nd time, and was named the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year. 2025 Outlook. When he plays, Darius Garland is one of the best point guards in the NBA. Prior to last season, when he played in 75 games, due to various injuries, Garland had never played more than 69 games in a season. To that end, he's expected to miss time at the start of the 2025-26 season due to a toe injury. When he returns, Garland looks to continue his efficient shooting, including a 47% field goal and a 40% three-point percentage. He and backcourt partner Donovan Mitchell make up one of the best backcourts in the NBA. Although he comes off a decorated season that boasted being named to both the All-Star team and the All-NBA first team, Donovan Mitchell experienced a downturn in his numbers last year. His 24 points per game was his lowest average since the 2019-2020 season. His 44% field goal percentage was his lowest since his final season in Utah, as were his free throw attempts per game. Additionally, his 31 minutes per game were the lowest of his career. Finally, he continues to be injury prone as he missed 12 games last year. In spite of all that, Mitchell remains one of the best shooting guards in the league. DeAndre Hunter brings defense, three-point shooting, and secondary scoring to the small forward position. After being traded to the Cavaliers last season, Hunter shot an outstanding 42% from three-point land. One big flaw with Hunter is that he's injury prone. He's never played more than 67 games in the season. Evan Mobley had perhaps his best season as a pro in 2024-25, averaging a career-high 18.5 points per game. He also expanded his offensive game, taking 3.2 three-pointers per game while hitting them at a 37% clip. Additionally, he improved his free throw attempts per game and his free throw percentage. Mobley remained outstanding on defense, winning the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year award. Center Jared Allen had another good season last year, leading the NBA in field goal percentage at a ridiculous 70%. He also helped Evan Mobley anchor the interior on defense. Additionally, Allen nearly averaged a double-double, with 13.5 points and 9.7 rebounds per game. The Cavaliers' bench has been strengthened at the point guard position with the addition of Lonzo Ball. He'll join the starting lineup until Darius Garland is able to return from his toe injury. Ball brings experience, ball handling, and defense to the team. Max Strus contributes three-point shooting, while Sam Merrill, Dean Wade, and Larry Nance Jr. will be counted on for contributions off the bench as well. Coaching. Kenny Atkinson was hired as the head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers following the 2023-24 season. Prior to that, he'd been an assistant coach with the Golden State Warriors for 4 years. Atkinson was an immediate success as the Cavaliers coach, winning his first 15 games in a row. Ultimately, he led Cleveland to 64 wins for the season. This marked a 16-game improvement over the previous year. For his efforts, Atkinson won the NBA Coach of the Year award. With only 1 year under his belt as the head coach, all we can grade Atkinson on is that 1 year. With that being said, based on that, he appears to be one of the better coaches in the NBA. We'll see if he can uphold that standard this season. We're going to take a time out from our story to ask you to like, subscribe, share, comment, hit that notification bell, and repeat when it comes to our videos. Now, back to our story. Front office. Mike Gansey, since February of 2022, has basically been backfilling a position that was previously held by Kobe Altman, who'd been promoted to become the team president of basketball operations. Gansey had previously served as the team's assistant general manager since 2017, so the duo has worked together for the better part of a decade. With that in mind, let's take a look at what this tandem has done since 2020. In 2020, they selected Isaac Okoro, number 5 overall in the NBA draft. While Okoro was a serviceable player with the team, his being chosen now was a reach, especially when you consider that talent like Tyrese Halliburton, Tyrese Maxey, and Desmond Bane were all still available. The Cavaliers chose wisely in 2021 when they selected big man Evan Mobley, number 3 overall. Not only is he currently the anchor of their defense, he continues to improve his overall game. Also in 2021, Altman traded for Bulls forward Lauri Markkanen. This turned out to be a good trade for a couple of reasons. First, Altman didn't give up much, off-traveled forward Larry Nance Jr. and the second-round pick, to get Markkanen. Next, Altman used Markkanen to trade for Utah star guard Donovan Mitchell in 2022. Speaking of that trade, 2022 number 14 overall pick Ochai Agbaji was included in that deal, so he never played a minute of basketball for the Cavaliers. Second-round pick Khalifa Diop never played a minute for the Cavs either. With another second-round pick, Cleveland hoped to catch lightning in a bottle by drafting Evan Mobley's older brother Isaiah. Fortunately, it appears that Evan stoked up all the basketball talent in the Mobley family because Isaiah was let go by the Cavaliers after 2 seasons. Yet another second-rounder, guard Luke Travers, wouldn't play for the Cavaliers until the 2024-25 season. Even then, he had extremely limited playing time. 2023 second-round pick Iman Bates is still trying to carve out a spot in the Cavaliers' rotation, as is 2024 first-rounder Jalen Tyson. Also in 2023, Gansey traded for Max Strus. The trade has worked out pretty well, as Strus has supplied three-point shooting. Thinking along those same lines, Gansey signed guard Ty Jerome. While Jerome missed basically his entire first season with the Cavaliers due to injury, he bounced back last season to become one of the best 6 men in the league. With the drafting of Evan Mobley, flipping Lauri Markkanen for Donovan Mitchell, trading for Max Strus, and the low-key good signing of Ty Jerome, the Cavaliers front office has done a good job. Accordingly, Kobe Altman signed a multi-year contract extension earlier this year that runs through the 2029-30 NBA season. Prediction: the 2025-26 season will be a mirror of last season for Cleveland. Just like last year, the Cavaliers will once again finish with the best record in the Eastern Conference. Also like last season, they'll win their first round series. Unfortunately, like last season, they'll also lose in the second round of the playoffs. Donovan Mitchell is a great player, and he has been for a number of years. When he was playing with Utah, they often had one of the best teams in the Western Conference. In fact, in a couple of different seasons, some people thought the Jazz would challenge for an NBA title. However, during Mitchell's 5 seasons there, Utah never made it past the second round of the playoffs. He was the unquestioned best player on all those Jazz teams. That same story is playing out in Cleveland, as for the past couple of seasons, the Cavs have been expected to take the next step forward as one of the elite teams in the East. But they, just like Utah, have failed to make it past the second round of the playoffs. And again, just as he was with Utah, Mitchell is the consensus best player on the team. I said all that to say this. While Donovan Mitchell is a great player, no team that has him as its best player will ever win an NBA championship. Are we right or are we wrong about how we think the Cavaliers will do this season? What do you think about Donovan Mitchell's status as a player? Are we right or wrong in what we said about him? How do you think Cleveland will do this year? What do you think they need to add to their team to get to the next level? Let us know in the comments. Thank you all for checking out our video. We appreciate you spending time with us. We have other videos that need love too, so go check those out as well. Also, we'll be doing our next review and preview on the Dallas Mavericks next time, so come back and see what we have to say about them. Thanks again and see you soon.